morning, my dear students. I hope you're doing exceptionally well this Monday. Are you excited for today's discussion?
Yes, ma'am.
I am excited as well. But before anything else, let us first ask guidance from the Almighty God. May I call on Caliph to lead the opening prayer?
Yes, all stand up and bow head for opening prayer. Amen.
Once again, good morning, 9B. Were you able to enjoy your weekend?
Yes,
Yes, ma'am.
I can hear you.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, I'm glad you did. Anyway, class secretary, do we have any absentee or absentees for today?
No, ma'am.
Impressive. That's what I like about this section. Give yourselves a scout clap for that. Nice. Okay. As far as I can remember, I was able to give you an assignment last Friday, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you upload it on the Google Drive that I created?
Yes, ma'am.
Very good. So, moving on, what I have here is your groupings for today. We have the Tokyo Manji Gang, the Straw Hat Pirates, and the Soul Reapers. Every student that would be able to answer my questions correctly will have a point, which would go straight to their respective groups. And the group that would gain the highest point would receive a prize later after the class. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Perfect. Now, let us begin with a quick review about the topic that we have discussed yesterday, which is all about
Verbs, ma'am.
very good verbs. So, Caliph, can you tell us something about verbs? Very good. 1 point for the Straw Hat Pirates. Now, can you give us some examples of verbs, Zaina? Nice. 1 point for the Soul Reapers as well. Lastly, how are verbs different from adverbs, Lay? Wow! Tokyo Manjigang got 1 point for that. You really listened to our lesson yesterday, my dear students. I'm impressed. So, for now, we will be listening to a short song about verb tenses. So, try to remember as much verbs as you can, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, just wait for a moment.
The past is then, the present is now, the future is later. The past is then, the present is now, the future is later. I walked my dog, I am walking my dog. I will walk my dog to the shops.
Okay, now that we're done watching, it's time to do an activity called Picture the Verb. You just have to look at the given pictures and pick the option that matches it perfectly. Just raise your hand if you like to answer, okay? Are you ready?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so who would like to answer number 1? Yes, Caliph.
Edward jumped so high on the trampoline.
Yes, very good. As you can see on the picture, Edward is jumping and not kicking so high on the trampoline. Next, who would like to answer? Number 2. Yes, Lay.
For my answer, Venus eats her lunch in the dinner hall.
Yeah, obviously she is eating. Next, who would like to answer number 3? Ina.
Haji wears his jacket because it's freezing.
Yeah, very good. Obviously, he's not hugging his jacket, but he is wearing. Next, who would like to answer number 4?
Kel is playing the drums because he loves being noisy.
Yeah. Kel is playing and not punching the drums. Is it right to punch the drums? Yes or no?
Oh.
No, ma'am.
Yes, obviously. Last. Come on, raise your hand. Yes, Lay.
As for my answer for question number 5, Michaela reads her book in the library.
Yeah, very good. So, now that we have finished the activity, let me ask you some guide questions. Can you read and answer the first one? Hood.
Why do we need to learn verbs? We need to learn verbs because it helps us communicate about different events in our lives by combining words into sentence, ma'am.
Yes, very good, Hood. 1 point for Tokyo Manjiga again. Now, let's have Naidi. Can you read and answer the second question, Naidi?
Can you write a sentence without using a verb? No, mom, because every sentence needs at least one verb. If there's no verb, it's an incomplete sentence or a sentence fragment.
Yeah, very good. 1 point for the Straw Hat Pirates. Wow, guys, you are also competitive, huh? Now, may we call on Razi to read and answer the last question here?
What do you think will be our lesson for today? I think the lesson for today will be about verb tenses, ma'am.
Yes, definitely. Another 1 point for the Soul Reapers. So, Razi's answer is correct because for today, we will be tackling about the different tenses of the verb. But what exactly are verb tenses? Kindly read the first one, Amira.
The verb tense tells you when the verb happened.
Yeah. Basically, verb tense refers to when the action in a sentence takes place, whether it happened in the past, is happening in the present, or will happen in the future. Kindly read the next one, Kyrie.
They can be used to create different meaning from the same verb.
Yeah. So verb tenses are changes or additions to verbs to show when the action took place. It is also used for grammatical aspects, which add more details about the duration or time an action takes. So for the last one, please read, Adam.
There are 3 main verb tenses which are divided into 4 aspects.
Yeah, most verbs take a past, present, or future tense. This means that the verb may change forms, for example, add an ending or change spelling slightly or etc. to reflect something that is currently happening or is an ongoing truth or reality or something that will happen in the future. So in here, we have the 3 main verb tenses in English, which are the past, present, and the future. And the present, past, and future tenses are divided into 4 aspects, which are the simple, the perfect, the continuous, and the perfect continuous, or progressive. That's why there are 12 major verb tenses that English learners should know. But before we formally begin our discussion, let us first review the regular and irregular verbs. Who would like to read the first one? Yes, Khalif.
Regular verbs are verbs whose past tense and past particular forms and
What?
Regular verbs are verbs whose past tense and past participle form end in D or ED.
Yes. So, for example, we have study, and its past tense is studied, and its past participle is also studied. Same with this, decide. decide, decided, and still decided. Have you seen any changes? Yes or no?
Yes.
What? Have you seen any changes? Did it change? Decide, decided, decided. Did it change?
No.
Yes. You're getting confused, huh? Okay, next. Who would like to read this? Yes, Lay.
Irregular verbs are verbs whose spelling change when they are formed in past tense and past participle.
Yeah. So we have the verb know, and its past tense is. Kindly read.
New.
Past participle.
No.
How about the right?
Right. Wrote. Written.
So did it change?
Yes.
Yeah, definitely it changed. So let us begin with the past simple. It says here that past simple is the tense that is used to describe an action that has already happened. So its structure is the subject plus the verb and the past form. Who would like to read the first example? Yes, Lay.
I walk to work day.
Next.
She arrived late to school.
Next.
I ate my lunch in the cafe.
Next.
I saw my friend in the shop.
Yeah, so are you getting confused?
Really?
Yeah. Next. Next is the past perfect. This tense is used to describe an action that was finished before another past action. So we have the structure subject plus had plus the verb past participle. So for example, I had finished my homework to give to my teacher, but she had already left. He had visited China. My mom hadn't packed my lunch, so I had to prepare it myself. Next one is the past continuous. So this tense is used to describe a past action that was ongoing. This action may have been interrupted or another action also occurred. So for the structure, we have the subject plus was or were plus the verb and the plus the verb ending in ing. So we use was when we are dealing with singular subjects like I, he, she, and it. And we use were if we are dealing with plural subjects such as we, they, and you. Any questions so far?
No, ma'am.
Next is the past perfect continuous. This is the tense is used to describe an action that started in the past and continued till another action or time in the past. So we have the subject plus had been plus the verb ending in ing. Kindly read the first example. Yes, Khalid.
It had been raining all day, so I couldn't walk to work.
Next.
He had been looking for my phone for 1 hour when Hasmin found it under the sofa.
Next. Yes, Lay.
She had been preparing dinner when I arrived home.
Yeah. So we're done with the past simple, and the other four aspects. Now we are going to the present. So can you read the definition of the present simple tense? Anyone? Yes?
This tense is used to describe an action, habit, or facts that are generally true and occur in the present time.
So we have the subject plus the verb in present form for its structure. For example, I walk to work every morning. Anna visits the town center every weekend, and she works as a guidance counselor in the school. Next, we have the present perfect. Kindly read the definition. Yes.
This tense is used to describe an action that has taken place once or many times before now.
Yeah, so we have the subject plus have or has plus the verb in past form. So when do we use have? Do we use it when we're dealing with singular or plural subjects?
For me, it's plural.
Yeah, plural. We use have when we're dealing with plural subjects, like what I have mentioned earlier, we, they, and you. So what about has? When do we use has? Yes.
As for my answer, it was for singular.
Yes, singular. Very good. For example, I have walked to school every day. So as you can see, we used have. So what is I singular or plural?
Plural.
Yeah. Next, they have traveled to China twice, and Stacy has worked as a teaching assistant for 3 years now. Next, we have the present continuous. Kindly read.
This tense is used to describe an action that is ongoing now.
Okay, ongoing now. So for the structure, we use subject plus am, is, or are plus the verb ending in ing. For example, it is snowing outside. I am studying for my exam and she is eating her lunch. Next is the present perfect continuous, or we can also call this present perfect progressive. This tense is used to describe an experience or action that started in the past and is still continuing till the present moment. So for the structure, we use subject plus have or has been plus the verb ending in ing. For example, kindly read the first example.
Have been studying for 2 hours now.
Next, here.
They have been living in
Louder, please.
They have been living in the same house since 1999.
The last one.
It has been raining all morning.
Yeah. So we're done tackling the past and the present tense. So now we will move on to the future tense. Any questions so far?
None.
So I believe you're understanding this very well. So we have the first is the future simple. This tense is used to describe an action that hasn't happened yet. So in here we have 3 different structures. So the first structure is subject plus am, is, or are plus going to plus the verb. So for example, I am going to the shop. She is going to buy some clothes. For the second structure, we have subject plus am, is, are plus the verb ending in ing. So we won't use going to anymore. Instead, we are going to use the verb and add an ing to it. For example, we are having dinner at the restaurant tomorrow. I am starting my English course next week. And for the last structure, we have the subject plus the will or shall plus the verb. So for example, we will go to the market on Wednesday. I shall ask my friend to help me with my homework tomorrow. Future perfect. Please read.
This tense is used to describe an action that will be completed before a specified time.
So what is the structure of the future perfect?
Subject plus will have plus a verb in the past form.
Yeah. So can you read the 3 examples?
I will have finished my homework by tomorrow morning. They will have arrived in Japan by now. She will have worked as a teacher for 5 years by the end of this year.
Okay, very good.
Excuse me.
Next is the future continuous. Please read.
This tense is used to describe an action that will occur and will continue. Occur and will continue for a set period of time in the future.
What is the structure? What is the structure?
Subject plus will be plus verb.
Ending in ing. Can you read the examples? I want to see other hands. Please read. This one.
I will be going to work tomorrow at 7 a.m. She will be moving house next month. I will be traveling to France next weekend.
Okay, very good. So last we have the future perfect continuous. Please read the definition of this tense.
This tense is used to describe an action that will continue up until a point in the future.
What is the structure?
Subject plus will have been plus verb ing.
Verb ending in,
Verb ending in ing.
and the examples.
I will have been cleaning the house for 1 hour when she arrives home. By 9 p.m., she will have been completing her homework for 2 hours. They will have been very tired for running for 30 minutes.
And that's the 12 tenses of the verbs. Is everything clear, my dear students? Do you have any questions, class?
Not so far.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. If that's the case, we will now proceed to our sit work. And in here, I need you to bring out your cell phones because we will use Padlet for this activity. So, are you familiar with Padlet?
Yes.
Yes. Only Lay is familiar with Padlet. We used this already on our previous assignment, right?
Yes.
Okay. So, in here, you have to pick 3 verb tenses and construct a sentence for each of your chosen tense. Type your answers on Padlet. I will be sending the Padlet link on our Google Classroom, and I will give you 10 minutes to accomplish this task. Your 10 minutes start now. Okay, time is up. Are you all done answering on Padlet?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, let's check your responses. I could see Kiana's answer, Rasi, Jenide, Shania, Lay, Zaina, Khalif. Okay, very good. So let's read some of your answers. Lay chose past perfect and present perfect continuous and present simple. Lay, can you read us your examples?
First, I had studied my lesson before my friends arrived. Second, it has been snowing all day. And lastly, the child plays quietly in his room every day.
Very good. Next, can we have Khalif G to read his examples? What are the tenses? What are the tenses that you used?
Future simple, future perfect continuous, past continuous.
Okay, so what is your example on number 1?
Our next conversation club session will be on Thursday.
Number 2?
She shall be doing all her tasks tomorrow morning.
Number 3?
At 3 o'clock, she was practicing.
Very good. Okay, let's read some more. Zaina, what are the tenses that you used?
Present continuous. She is studying to become a doctor. Future perfect. By noon, I will,
Louder, please.
Bainan I will not have taken off to Zamboanga. Past simple. The young bachelor left after dinner.
Very good. Last, let's have one more. Here. Miss Shane, can you read your tenses and examples?
Present perfect, past perfect, continuous, future continuous.
Examples.
I have seen that show 2 times. Before the concert got cancelled, the fans had already been waiting outside the venue for 8 hours. I will be waiting for you when your bus arrives.
Okay, very good. Let's give yourselves the scout clap again. Again. Okay, your answers are all exceptional. You really did listen to our lesson today, huh? Very good, 90. Now it's time for our second activity, and this will be done on Quizlet. Here. Okay. Number 1, who would like to answer? Yes?
I will be there by 6 o'clock. It's future simple, ma'am.
Future simple, are you sure?
Yes, ma'am.
Let's check. Oh, very good. Next.
When my hair treatment finishes, I would have been sitting here for half a day. Future perfect continuous, ma'am.
Sure?
Yes.
Very good. Next. Number 3.
He was relaxing when his wife arrived. Past continuous.
Sure?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Next.
Kylie's father is attending classes at the university.
The answer is?
Present continuous.
Very good. Next. Other hands, please.
By next summer, I will have completed all my classes. Future perfect.
Future perfect. Next.
Wise maid.
Who?
Wise maid.
Wise.
Wise maid. A birdhouse. Past simple.
Very good. It's past simple. Wow, I really cannot decide as to who will be the winner because your scores are so close to each other. So, what if you are all the winners? Class president, can you help me distribute these prizes to your classmates?
One for you. Thank you. One for you. One for you. One for you.
So
Yes.
congratulations everyone and thank you for participating for today's discussion. But lastly, for our assignment, select a partner and write a short reflection about the statement below. Make sure to use correct verb tenses in constructing your sentences. Submit your homework later on Class Dojo until 11:59 p.m. You and your partner will read each other's reflection tomorrow. So the statement that you will be doing a reflection about is, my friend is my loving companion. Do you have friends?
Yes.
Of course you have. So before we end this discussion, I just want to remind you that you are all perfect. Keep going and keep growing. Thank you for listening, 90. See you again tomorrow. Goodbye.
Goodbye and thank you, Ma'am Aliah.